All right, here we go. We got two moves. All right, we're coming up on the very end of the pattern now. So we got our step side kick knife hand. A lot of details with the side kick and the knife hand. I feel like a lot of these things I'm going to talk about in this, we cover a lot in class, but I want to cover that in detail with you with this video also, just to make sure we're together in the chambers, trajectory, and things like that with these movements. All right, so our step side kick. The step side kick in Song, one of the step side kicks starts in a horse stance with the knife hand. The other one starts in a horse stance with the side punch. So very similar starting positions. All right, so essentially one hand is out, the other hand is back on the side. All right, so as we step to make the side kick, obviously we're going to be down into a good horse stance, right? So we're going to step and we're going to bring the knees up just slightly bent, and as we step, we're going to bring the hands into guarding position. So that should happen together. So we have the step and the guard. All right, we step up, bring the hands into guarding position. Be the same thing on the other side, obviously stepping, bringing the hands into guarding position. Okay, now once we step feet together with the hands in guarding position, we're going to step, and from here, as the kicking leg comes back into the side kick chamber, the arms are going to come back into the chest. They can cross into the chest a little bit. They can come back like this. All right, either way, just going to bring the hands into the chest. Now, as we step and bring the hands into guarding position, watch how I load the knee back to this side of my body here. All right, so if I had a hand here, you would see my knee would come back to touch the hand. So when the leg comes up, you've got to bring that knee back so we have some great range of motion for the side kick. All right, so from guarding position, I want you to practice bringing the knee up and back and bringing the hands into the chest. All right, now look where my foot is also. The foot is not completely level with the knee. The knee is just slightly elevated as we have that side kick chamber. So the foot being here and the knee being there, just slightly elevated. If it's the same, it's okay, but we want to try to get into this position for that side kick chamber. Again, knee slightly higher than the foot. Okay, so from the sideways position in a horse stance, we step with the hands guarding, all right, feet together. And if they're not all the way together, it's okay. You know, just nothing like this. Bring the feet close together. All right, now from here, the knee and the hands work together. All right, knee comes back and the hands cross. All right, again, make sure that the knee is coming back and the knee and the foot are like this. All right, again, from closed stance with the hands guarding, ready, knee back, hands across the body. 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 All right, now let's practice the other side. So from our closed stance, guarding position, we're going to bring the other knee up and back, and hands come across the body. Make sure, I didn't mention, make sure the bottom foot is pivoting, right? All right, we bring the knee back, and it'll help that bottom foot, the one that we're standing on, is pivoting, pointing the heel where we're going to make the kick. The leg that we're standing on, that's the heel that we're talking about. You'll notice as I do this sideways, as I step and bring my hands into guarding position, as the kicking leg comes up, you'll notice that my foot and my knee are over here. All right, a lot of times we'll see that knee and that foot brought up where the foot is brought up in front of you. All right, you certainly didn't see my knee going backwards in that, right? All right, so from the step, as we cross the arms and bring the knee back, you can see my knee and my foot are on this side of the body, right? And from there, the trajectory on the side kick goes this direction in and back. A lot of times you will see the foot come over in front of the body and the foot make this motion out to make the side kick. All right, that in and out line is not very powerful. All right, the kick has to angle in. I know we've spent a lot of time in class, right, on the rail, where 1, 2, 3, 4, bottom foot pivoted, the knee and foot in position, and angling the side kick in, and then bringing the side kick back, right? All right, so that trajectory is what we've got to follow with these side kicks. Now, to make sure that the upper body stays in a proper position for the side kick, you're going to see from this crossed position like this, or the hands in position, you're going to see the front hand punch out and the other hand come back to the side. So you'll see this punching motion and the hand coming back to the side. It is not a punch. All right, it is simply a training tool to keep the shoulder from turning over like this with the side kick. The hip is supposed to turn over, but the shoulder has to stay sideways. And that is an issue with the side kick. A lot of times when we kick, the shoulder tends to turn. But because we're doing this motion at the same time we're kicking, it forces the shoulder to stay in a proper position. Obviously, we want to watch the hip and make sure the hip stays turned over. All right? So, what that's going to look like from the sideways position is 1 and 2 and, remember the angle in, and 3. The hand punches out, same time the other hand comes back to the side. Now obviously I did not rechamber my leg, so once we get that side kick out there, we're going to pull the leg back in and then come down to neutral, and then we'll be ready to go into the next move. All right? So again, let's do this together for a drill. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then neutral will be the 5 count. All right? Just make sure that side kick is angling in. We don't want to get reps on bad kicks. All right? We want to create a good habit with the side kick. Make sure that we're angling that kick in there. All right, so again, ready for the step side kick. We've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we're going to come down to neutral, and then we'll be ready to go into the next move. All right, again, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're down to neutral. Again, ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, and neutral will be 5. All right, let's get some reps on the other side. So we're sideways, and we're going from the side hand position. Ready, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and neutral will be 5. Make sure we get that knee pulled back for that rechamber on this. We don't want to just practice a strong kick. We want to have the muscle strong for the rechamber also. All right? Ready, and from the side punch position, we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and neutral for 5. Again, ready, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Again, from the side punch position, ready, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Lost my balance on that one, didn't I? All right, so let's take a look at that from the front side, from the side punch position, where we step and cross and kick, rechamber, and go down to neutral. So we've got this. Again, sideways. All right, one more time. And then we'll come down into the next technique. All right, so there's your side kick. A lot of practice on the side kick. Like almost every time we work out, we got to work on that alignment of that side kick. All right, we do our forms. We get to that rail, and we keep that kick aligned. It's a very powerful kick, so we want to make sure we keep it aligned so we're not breaking down the knees in this very powerful kick. All right, so we have the knife hand strike as the next technique. The knife hand will come from neutral position. So we'll do it follows the side kick on both sides. So once we do our side kick and rechamber, we come down to neutral. All right, from there, the hands are going to come down as the body lowers. And then as the body comes up, the hands are going to draw back. And then from there, the hands draw back, we step out into a horse stance, and make the knife hand strike. All right, so it's from here, it's relax, pull it back, and knife hand. Ready, relax, pull it back, and knife hand. Again, the hands are closed, 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 closed. Open the last second of the knife hand. You notice how the knife hand, when it's drawn back, comes out and around to make the knife hand. It's not an inside motion like this, circular. I want you to be really big as you make the knife hand, not this little bitty knife hand. Draw it back and open it up and come around into the target. Just remember, keep the hand closed until the last second when you twist over. All right, so we're going to practice that on both sides. So we have from here, again, make the X, and we're going to draw back and knife hand. Ready, draw back and knife hand. And it'll be from neutral, I'm sorry. So neutral, ready, draw back, come up, go down, into the knife hand. Neutral, ready, come up and down. Ready, from neutral, come up and down. And remember, we know we have that forward, that back forward motion, right? So from here, I want to go back and forward in one motion. Try not to stop with that hand back behind us. So back and forward. Ready, back and forward. Ready, back and forward. Again, horse stance, make sure the knees are over the toes. All right, same thing on the other side. So let's go neutral with the striking side. Hands are going to be closed, and we're going to draw back, and from there, around, big circular knife hand with the hands twisting over at the very end. All right, so from neutral, ready, and the striking hand is on top. We're going to draw back and knife hand. Ready, from neutral, the body's already down. So we're going to go up and down. Ready, from neutral, ready. Let's go up and pull back, down as we make the knife hand strike. Ready, we're already down, so we're going to go up and down. Make sure the hand is tight on the side. Ready, up and down. Good, from neutral, ready, up and down. And one more time, from neutral, ready, up and down. All right, so there's a knife hand strike. Now we have two more moves. The last two moves, a spin around double guarding block and a step punch. All right, seem very simple, but there's a lot happening with the spin around guard and the knife hand strike. All right, so we're going to the spin around guard will end up starting right side forward in a horse stance with a right knife hand out. Now, what's going to happen is the right leg is going to drag in like this to the left leg, and then it's going to continue on around to what we call neutral, which is behind the body. I think everything we've done neutral so far has been leg in front. All right, this one is going to be the legs behind, the heel is going to be off the ground and just directly under the body. So the footwork is right foot comes around to here. All right, now what the hands are doing. What I'd like you to do with the hands is obviously stay relaxed, but I want you to pull the hands in, and then as we spin around, keep the hands here. All right? Now, at this point, this is where we're going to be at neutral, and we're going to bend. All right? At this point, we're going to come up with the body. As we come up, we're going to reach back for a double guarding block chamber. I am reaching out at a 45-degree angle. All right? My right hand is facing away from my body. My left hand is toward my body. My wrists are not bent. The wrists are straight. Now from here, I'm going to continue the right foot to step back into a back L stance. And the arms are going to come around circular blocks. The last second of the block, I'm going to twist both hands over. All right. You can tell from my back L stance that I am not sideways. My shoulders are not forward. All right. 45-degree angle with the shoulders. Front hand out in front. Back hand under the chest here. Those front hand out. Back hand is up. So that chamber, to get us into the double guarding block from that knife hand strike, the right side is forward and the right knife hand is out. The right foot spins around to neutral. As the right foot is spinning around to neutral, the hands come in, and from here I come up as I reach out, So practice up and reach, bend, ready, up and reach. Now as I reach, palm out, palm towards the face. And from here, not inside, the right foot is going to step back, dropping down into the back L stance. And the hands are going to come out and around to make the double guarding block. All right? So we're right side forward into the horse stance. And watch the hands come in. I'm going to reach and double guarding block. All right? Again, from neutral, that's where I'm going to go down, up, down, down, up as I reach, and down. Again, the backwards and forwards motion. All right? I don't want to come back and stop and then go forward. It needs to be back and forward, back and forward. Just make sure as you go back, don't stop here. Don't stop here and bring the guard the other direction. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Now both arms are, like we got Chun-Bi, stuck out away from us like this. And then from there, we make the circular double guarding block. All right? So again, right side forward horse stance, spin around, arms are in. Now stand up and reach out and complete the double guarding block. Right side forward horse stance. Ready, in, reach out, and circular, circular. Big range of motion on that double fist guarding block. All right, so we're going to go spin, reach, drop. Down, up, down is very important. All right, so again, ready, and arms come in, spin around, and come up, and reach out as I come up, and then spin around for the guard. So full speed, it's going to look like this. We're going to spin, come up, and down. Ready, spin, come up, and down. All right, just make sure, again, I stopped. We don't want to freeze frame that. Don't stop back there. All right, back and forward. All right, so one more time. We spin around and come back and forward. Now, the last move of Song Song is a step forward and punch from this position. All right, we're left side forward in a back L stance, hands in double guarding block position. Look at my shoulders at 45-degree angle. As I step, I want to draw my hands into position and not stop. I just stopped, right? I don't want to stop. And then from there, continue the forward motion with a high punch. All right, so it's going to be pull back and forward. From the double guarding block, I'm going to pull back and go forward with a high punch. Again, as I pull back, the front hand is going to reach out, not straight. Keep a slight bend here. All right, as soon as the hand gets back to the side, at that point, start that forward motion for that punch. All right, the feet should be in line with each other for the back L stance. As we step, the foot is going to come out wide, making the shoulder width apart stance. And one more point here. Watch my shoulders. Maintain this 45-degree angle as I reach. Again, we don't want to create more angle. As I step, shoulders hold that 45. And then from here, we're going to pull. And you'll see the shoulder come from this 45, not necessarily to a forward facing, just a slightly off line where the right shoulder is slightly in front of the left shoulder. All right. This punch is high, which means this punch is coming up at nose level here for the last punch. All right. That's the end of Song Song form. Right leg comes back to ready stance. All right. So a lot of repetitions. It's a beautiful form. I hope you enjoyed the video, and certainly I hope this makes your performance of Song Song and your confidence stronger and better. Thank you.